Hey everyone, it's Mike. Before we start the episode, I have a cool question to ask. Do you own a brewery? Do your customers love trivia as much as I do? Well, then you better listen up. Because Geeks Who Drink weekly trivia nights are the cornerstone of event programming for over 650 breweries and bars nationwide. Geeks Who Drink Trivia is consistently fun and low-effort way to build a community of regulars because we all need our norms, cliffs, and all that, but we want to bring more people in as well. So you can even turn that slow weeknight into the busiest night of the week. So get started with this exclusive offer for my Taproom listeners and get your first quiz night free. Go to geekswhodrink.com/taproom and enter promo code taproom. That's geekswhodrink.com/taproom, promo code taproom. And now onto the episode. All right, and we're back. This is episode 70 of the Taproom podcast, and I'm your host, Mike. Oh, man. Not gonna lie, kind of surprised we made it to 70. Nah, I'm just kidding. Honestly, just surprised how fast the time went by, really. I'll be doing another thank you episode for 75 for, the last, 25 people that have been on the show, or less however many people have been on the show. So, yeah, that'll be in 5 weeks. And I'm recording this on a Friday, because I am going to the Luke Combs concert tonight. And then tomorrow I have the LA Beer Festival with Chew and with Art, and maybe even Matt from Mr. Fears Your Beers. Fears for Beers, sorry. So yeah, that should be fun tomorrow. I'm excited. I haven't been to Beer Festival in F knows how long. But I don't know why I said F knows. I should have just said the other word. It's fine. But yeah, that should be a good one. I'm excited to go tomorrow. I'm going to take my little lapel mics and try to get some footage and stuff like that. So maybe turn that into an episode, but we'll see. I'll get into some upcoming episodes in the outro. But this episode is with Nick and Jonny from Pro-Five Brewing. Man, it was such good dudes and a really fun kind of conversation. We kind of talked about how they got started, and it's kind of a funny story. I'm not going to spoil anything. But honestly, really good dudes, a good beer. So, and if you're in the Upland area, man, you have to check it out. So it's in downtown Upland. I believe they're having they were having a lemon festival today or something like that. But technically when this comes out on Sunday, I don't know, it might still be going on. But yeah, you definitely got to get out there. I mean, and I'm excited for you guys to hear their story and, just kind of how they got started in their whole craft beer journey. So yeah, some sad news though, in the craft beer world. This one kind of hit home. Lost Winds out in San Clemente. They're closing down. I believe their last day is going to be the 29th, which I believe is a Saturday. So 2 weeks from the 29th. I was going to say 2 weeks from today, but this comes out Sunday. So, and yes, that's just some sad news. Found them about a year, more than that, almost 2 years ago, really. About a year, year and a half to 2 years, something like that. Was down at Pizza Port, and we were looking up to see if there's any other breweries around, and we found Lost Winds. So loved the decor, their merch, the beer was great. They had some good sours too. So yeah, a little sad actually not a little sad. I'm really sad that they're closing down, because that was just one of my spots. So after that time we found it, anytime I went to San Clemente, I was going to Lost Winds. So won't be able to do that after the 29th, but I think I'm going to try to get down there for their last day to be able to go have some beers and stuff like that. So that should be kind of a good / kind of somber kind of time. But yeah, so sorry to hear that. Tim, at Lost Winds, just a really nice guy. So hope, everything works out for you in the end, bud. All right. What else got this week? The NBA Finals are going on. It's crazy. Both series, the teams are down 3-0. So the Florida Panthers in the NHL are up 3-0. Man, they look good right now. And the Cup will be in the building in their next game. So that'll be interesting to watch. I'm excited to watch the game. And then also the Celtics are up 3-0 on Dallas. I don't know. Dallas like I said, I wanted Luka to win, but with all the stuff kind of going on, it just Dallas just looks so good. I'm not Dallas, sorry. The Celtics just look so good. But yeah, so I'm excited to kind of see how that all plays out. I mean, I picked Florida to win that one. I thought the Celtics were going to win. So looks like I might be right, but we'll see. Yeah. But what else we got? Excited for the beer festival. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think because I think I was looking at all the different, because I think there's 75 different breweries that are going to be there. I think I've recorded with 13. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Almost like 20% of the breweries that have been there or that are going to be there, I've recorded with. So it's exciting to get to go see some people, have some good beers. Yeah, it should be a really good and really fun time. All right, well, I'm going to shut up now. I am going to, I don't know, I'm going to what? Oh, geez. Come on, Mike. Get it together. I'm leaving it in. All right, well, here is the interview with Nick and Jonny at Pro-Five. Hope you guys enjoy that and stay tuned for the outro. And we're back. I have a couple very special guests on today. Get it together, Mike. It's 12:57. But I'm over here at Pro-Five in Upland off of 1st and A Street. I have Jonny Navarro and Nick Fuentes, the obviously head brewers and owners of Pro-Five. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, thank you for having us, man.
No, I'm glad we got to make this happen, and happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a long year.
Yeah. Came by fast, but felt like it was so long.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the time just flies, man. Like,
yeah.
But that's so cool. I mean, you guys have a really cool spot right here, and I've been to Upland a bunch of times because I was mentioning earlier my buddy lives down the street. But I mean, I've only ever been to like Rock House over here.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of really great places. The first brewery we went to changed names, but is now Last Name, and that was our first brewery that me and him went together.
Oh, awesome!
And always loved that place. Got a really great relationship with them, but. Yeah, no, Upland's got some really good gems around here.
Awesome.
Yeah, the whole IE's got a lot of good breweries out here.
That's sweet. Usually we start off with a beer, and we have one here. What are we drinking today?
It's our West Coast Pilsner anniversary release beer. It's
awesome.
The 183.
Yeah, so we try to incorporate a lot of history into Upland into our naming mechanisms for beers and things like that. And 183 actually comes from, incorporation of Upland becoming a city, so it was 183 to 9 was the vote. So
that's pretty badass. Yeah. That's cool to put putting a twist on it like that. That's so awesome. Yeah. That's delicious, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, that was our
really
masterpiece.
Happy with this
there
one.
You go.
It's tough to put down.
Yeah. What's the ABV on this one?
5.5.
Oh yeah, crushable.
Yeah. Easy drinking.
Yeah.
Smooth. Got some nice body and mouthfeel to it. Support the hop bill there. So
it's crisp. Nice. It's clean. It's goes down easy. But you get that, those hoppy notes to it. It's just like, oh yeah. So I said, take all my money.
That's how you know it's a really good Pilsner when you can taste the hop.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And especially like West Coast Pilsners, I find that you don't you're starting to see them more on menus, but just not as often. I feel like people are still so into hazies that, they're like, there's always like 10 or 12 on every menu. I feel like.
Yeah. No, it's cool. We're starting to see a trend of a lot more West Coast pills or hoppy pills, however they're labeling them, and they're just so easy to drink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they pull, West Coast IPA into it, too. So it's like, if they see a West Coast, they're like, IPA or the Pilsner? They're like, oh, you have a Pilsner?
Oh, both.
So it's pulling that, too. So that's a happy trend right now.
Oh, yeah. Two birds, right?
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, tell us, my listeners always love to hear, about your guys' journey, the craft beer journey. How did it all start for you guys?
10 years ago, I turned 25.
Okay.
Nick was dating my sister. And he wanted to be friends with me, and he was trying to figure out a way to for us mature that friendship. And he bought me a 1-gallon Brewing a box set.
Yeah,
dang!
It was a Hef. What was it?
It was a German wheat.
Wheat.
Yeah. It was. I went through my wife to get to Jonny, but
that's awesome.
We had this love for beer, and at the time we loved beer. We'd go places all the time, and this was before really kind of the big brewing industry took off, and so I thought Jonny just liked weird things like bars of soap that are like like made out of beer or something. And I'm like,
he's not wrong though.
Yeah, I'm like, this might be a cool gift for him, and little do we know it's gonna one day turn into a brewery.
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, first beer also came out amazing. in retrospect, it was the worst beer we've ever made.
Oh yeah, so bad. Yeah, and Jonny shared some videos and pictures with me the other day of our first brew day and first bottling day.
Yeah.
And my God, it was
So many bad
it was
habits.
so hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like, what were we doing? It was bad. But that was the start of it all, and it took a long time to get to this point, but we're here.
Yeah, man. And doesn't it, like, when you look back at those kind of things, it's like you almost cringe and you're like, oh, like, what was I thinking? Because I'm that way with the show. Like, sometimes I listen to old episodes. I was like, what was I? Like, come on, Mike. Like, get your head out of your ass.
I black out pretty easily sometimes. So, like,
Okay.
I think there's a lot of good things that we do, and I just totally forget. And the bad things, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
It goes in the back of the mind.
Oh, yeah. So,
But,
all right. So he won you over. He went through your sister to get to you. What happened after that? How did it all, like,
We
was
just
it
kept
like
we
going
just
to craft
kept brewing,
beer?
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it tickled our fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was great. Everybody saw it as a cool hobby we're doing. My mom and my stepdad really liked it. And my stepdad actually had a employee that was moving out of country to Canada because he was a home brewer as well. And he was selling a system, and he invited him over to see if we wanted it and to buy it. And so we were talking to him. He was showing his system. It was a cool, like, custom that he had made, welded, and
3 Kegel system.
and it was awesome. Just, it was a 15 gallon system,
Yeah.
Dang.
3-tier. And, talked to him. He was super awesome, so knowledgeable in that craft. And, this was just a hobby for him. And he ended up just giving it to us because he thought he liked us, the cut of our jib, and wanted to help push that.
Yeah. Yeah, we the first beer we actually made on that system was a pale ale.
Okay.
Which that's our go-to style. We love nice pales, and so the pale ale we have on tap, we've modified it since, but it's called the Prince Pale Ale. That's his last name. We had to name it after him since that
That's
was the
awesome.
first beer that we technically brewed on the Kegel system. But he owns a brewery up in Canada now. That's a mixed fermentation brewery. Ships his beer all throughout the world. I mean, the guy, he's doing a great job up there and knows his stuff. So we call him our brew sensei.
Oh, that's awesome. You're Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, that's right. So he helped us and still helps us out in a lot of ways, but was kind of the kick into really trying to dial in our brewing and take it kind of serious. And he's just homebrewing at the time. And of course, we're always like, yeah, dude, one day we're going to open a brewery.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And then sure enough, 10 years later, we're here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always love, like, and that's what I love to hear. It's like, because everybody's like, well, when you're like brewing or home brewing, like eventually you want to make the best beer possible. You want to open up a brewery and you want to do stuff like that. But it's like, to me, it's like, the journey to get there is like, the destination is the same, but the journey's different. And that journey to me is like, when hearing stuff like that, it's just cool. Like, you get to hear stuff like that. And you don't get to, hear those stories all that often.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of shitty shit going on in the world all the time. So when you hear something like that, it, motivates you.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, I mean, getting this place open was quite the feat. It was, we had the building for 2 years. We did it during COVID.
Wow.
The funny thing is, everything passed with flying colors because nobody else was dumb enough to open up a business during COVID. So it's like, oh, you need an inspection? Cool, we're coming out tomorrow. Paperwork was done super fast because nobody else was opening a brewery at the time.
Yeah.
So, but then obviously the setbacks of container issues out in the ocean.
Yeah, the ports. That was fun.
Building materials, increase in pricing. It was a lot of fun, but man.
Yeah, because all that stuff got held up, right? Because I know there was like containers out there for a long time because of all the lockdown and all that sort of stuff. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we weren't affected by it too much. We were dealing with the Chinese New Year and the ports, so it was like, let's get this shit ordered and start brewing.
Yeah, for sure. And what was finding this location? Were you guys originally from Upland, or were you guys?
I went to Upland High School, went to all Upland schools, lived here all my life. And initially, I think one of our partners, he had another office that he had opened in Upland and wanted to dual use his building, right?
Yeah, so he had a 1,500 square foot warehouse, and we were like, we can do something small here. So went to the city and they're like, you're zoned to do it there, but we have some grants available for downtown. So, and we're like, it's too big. We wanted to start small and grow into it.
Yeah.
And we've never done this before. So we're like, we'll start with a 3-barrel system. We're good. And then they're like, they told us the amount of money. We're like, okay, let's go look at downtown.
Let's do it.
Let's see what we got.
Doesn't hurt to look.
Yeah. So I literally left the city building, just right up the street here, scrolled downtown Upland, and just looking at a couple spots, and turned the corner and saw a for lease sign on this building. It was boarded up, and it's been boarded up for a while. But, saw that for lease sign, and I texted my brother, and I was like, dude, I think I found our brewery.
I found the one.
Yeah. And it was 3 days. In 3 days we met with the broker, talked to the family, and on New Year's Eve signed the paperwork to get this building.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, we really didn't have time to think about it, and hindsight, we probably would have done things a little different, but at the end of the day, this place, it turned out way better than we could have ever imagined.
Yeah.
And this place is addicting.
Yes, absolutely.
It's tough to leave.
Oh yeah. Well, now that now that I'm here, like I want to make sure, like every time I come up here, I'm gonna have to stop by for some brewskis.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, dog friendly, kid friendly. This is your other backyard, is what we're really trying to go for, that vibe of comfortability for people.
Of course. No, and it's it's great on the outside. You have all these tables. I mean, plenty of space. And so, you guys having some live music later?
Yeah, we have 2 bands happening today. So one's for the afternoon, early evening, and then we have another one in the evening. And we got an awesome food vendor today, our normal Wing Wednesday. They're, everybody we've been working with, they've been awesome. They've been helping us since nearly day one. And I mean, just working with them has been really cool. We meet a lot of really cool people here.
That's
It's been awesome. It's been a really cool journey. And
yeah, Upland's a great community, and the surrounding areas of Upland. I mean, this whole Inland Empire, everyone's very supportive, from the brewers to the patrons of each brewery. They all, hop around and they like to support all of us locals here. So it's a great community to be a part of, and everyone's been very supportive. And you can see, like, even last night, our first night of the anniversary, the excitement that everybody had being out here and being a part of it. So it's been really fun.
Yeah, it was very unexpected, that initial. But usually we open up at 2 and it's good. We like it. And a couple people come in, the floodgates open. It was awesome. So many people are getting their anniversary
we thought we were
shirt.
Be able to do glassware all night.
Yeah.
And like halfway through the night, we were like, nope, we were switching to plastic cups.
Yeah.
We could not keep up. It was gnarly.
That's awesome though.
That was just night one.
Yeah.
Isn't it, like, it's cool? I mean, I'm sure, like, especially when you guys finally open, like, getting it, like, and everything started like during COVID, but when you finally open and someone, tried your beer, like, what was that like? Because I'm sure that was like a,
There's a lot of really nice people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to weigh that, because I think nobody wants to. I mean, we thrive off of honesty.
Yeah.
We can't change. We can't fix anything we don't know. People, claim they love it and would love that. It's mostly only the negative reviews are written. Nobody tells us. And I mean, we'd love to be able to fix anything right then and there if you come and tell us. But I think it's just that inherent nature of people being polite. But I mean, for the most part, people come and just say, like, you guys are, one of the best, and blah, blah. It's like, I don't know how much I believe them, but it's always awesome to hear.
And to be fair, we, because of how busy we've been since we've opened, we've had the opportunity to brew a lot more than I think most breweries would in their first year. And, because of the location, that obviously helps big time. We do get a lot of good beer drinkers here, but some people just want to come hang out. They know nothing about beer. So, we've had, again, the ability to brew a lot, and in doing so, really kind of fine tune things. We're still doing it. Like, we've got beers in the tanks right now that have been our top sellers that we're still making minor tweaks here, and just trying to get better. We don't feel like any of our beers are like the best representation of them. Actually, this West Coast Pils is kind of.
I love it.
I think this is kind of the most perfect beer we have right now.
Yeah. The cool thing is we can change with hops, but that's another thing we don't like to do is like indicate what hops are used, because it can change from batch to batch. Just to, tweaking things, and it's just, we'll let people know. Like we know, so when they ask, we'll let them know. But it's like there's no point in putting it on because we have to update that every couple keg changes.
It's just always changing, and we're always trying to get the same like flavor profile. So we're not like going from like a citrus, flavor or aroma beer to a tropical type. It's all within the same range, but we're just always trying to do little things, whether it's more or less of some.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys too, because like the brewer's mentality, like talking about it's never good enough, right? Mm-hmm. And to me, I feel like that's one of the best parts of when I talk to brewers is because there's always a little tweak there, tweak here. Like you could make something as amazing as this beer that we're drinking right now, and think like, man, I could maybe do something else to make it better. It's never, there's always that like, I'm gonna go here with it, or I'm gonna go there with it.
Yeah. Well, I know, like when you reached out to me, you were drinking the Japanese lager, the Honda.
Oh, dude, I got it at Louis Liquor.
Yeah.
That was,
dope spot. Shout out to Louis Liquor.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she is so amazing.
Yeah, they're awesome there. But even that beer that you drank, it's like we just kegged off another batch, and it's getting so much better.
Oh yeah, well, you're gonna have to have that one later too.
Yeah, so
I love it. That's so cool because that one was. I mean, I've been trying them. I tried one of the hazies. It was like a light blue can.
Yep.
Yeah, I've tried that one, and then I had that one as well. But every time I see them there, I'm like, all right, if there's a new one I haven't tried yet, bring them on in.
Yeah, we'll be canning. This will be canned the next time we brew it. We got to get this out. It's I think this is the culmination of our styles and drinkability that we like in all the different beers. This in one glass is it.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. So it's been awesome.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys have like some favorite like kind of hops that you like to? If you were gonna brew something with, like, do you guys have a favorite?
So I was a plain vanilla Citra guy.
Okay.
I love Citra. I love that citrusy, grapefruity flavor profile.
We do use a ton of Citra. We use it
so
just
does everybody.
Yeah.
But what was it? Our double IPA. We changed some stuff on it because it is not the same one that it is. And we tried Nectaron for the first time, and it is awesome.
Nectaron is really good.
Throws off some crazy flavors.
Yeah.
And we it's just such a unique hop because of our lack of experience with it. The first time we had it, we're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And so we use it in our double. We also use it in the pale ale. Because obviously there's a place for Nectaron.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I think that's something that could go really well with this West Coast Pilsner if we wanted to make some iterations of that too. But it's a versatile hop you can do a lot with and get some cool flavors out of it. So.
Yeah, those New Zealanders know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, anything like Rolaka or Motueka, all that
Montueca.
stuff.
Oh my God, that's what's in this bad boy.
This West Coast Pils has Montueca and Nelson. And so it gets some of that dankness. Some of that fruitiness in there, so it's nice. Those, I would say, are our other two favorite hops right now. Just the Montueca Nelson.
Okay,
we're gonna start brewing a lot more of those.
Love it. That's so. Do you when it came to like, because obviously you talked about like how he was it that you bought him the beer or you bought him the beer?
I bought him. Yeah.
Okay, so you bought Jonny the beer. Well, do you remember like the first beer that you had that you thought like, oh man, this is what beer could be
that we made.
Or even if you just drank,
general,
like anything like Sierra Nevada way back when.
We drink a ton of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. That beer's its go-to.
Yeah. See, that's where because Nick's a little older than me, and I didn't, right after turning 21, beer was not my first thing to go to. It was harder stuff that was cheaper and get me drunk faster.
There you go.
But then I had another buddy that he was a big beer guy, and he was like, all right, just try this. And he gave me a triple Carmelite.
Ooh.
And that was my like awakening of beer. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the ABV? And I think it was like 10.
Yeah, it's up there somewhere.
Because it's a Belgian triple. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, my taste buds have changed now. I love it. It's always been my first one, but I cannot drink Belgian triples for the life of me now.
I'm not the biggest fan of them.
So, but that was the one where I was like, I think I like this beer thing, and then started running with it, and then
I was along similar lines. Mine was a German wheat or the Hef from Craftsman.
Okay,
they used to be out in Pasadena. We would go and get that at the press in downtown Claremont, and we were like, "Yo, can we get some of that banana beer?" Like, there's no bananas in this.
Yeah.
And we saw I forgot what brewery it was. They made a banana bread.
Okay.
And so that was kind of my intro. Like, dang, this beer's really good. And so we started getting into the beer scene a little bit. And then as Jonny and I hung out more, we would, visit a lot of these local breweries. Last Name Brewery was one of our top go-to breweries.
Hamilton.
Hamilton's. Yeah. Once Rescue opened up, we were going there a lot. There's a lot of good beer out here. So, and everyone's super awesome and nice. So it's always fun to go places they remember your name and then like, hey, we're gonna open a brewery one day, and there's kind of like a
oh my god,
a little laugh because it's like we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. But
no, I mean the whole industry is so cool. It's still so niche that there's not King's Brewing.
Oh, Jeremiah
over there, such a cool dude.
Yeah, it was your last night hanging out. We're always. Every brewery that comes around here, we're always just trying to pick their brains. They've said it before us and have learned from their mistakes and or just learn from others. And so we're always trying to get what we can. We're not using them, but they want to help just like we want to help.
Yeah.
So kind of passing the torch.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I wanted to ask you. Ask you guys was like, what do you guys love about the craft beer community?
Oh my god, it's so like family, like it feels like a family. It feels so intertwined, tight knitted, but welcoming. It's not a group, it's not a popular. It's guys that like beer and making beer.
Yeah. That was honestly like us trying to get open. We couldn't wait to be a part of that brewing community.
That's so cool.
That was like a real drive for us, like because they've all been so supportive, and it's like. Going through our struggles of trying to get open and just knowing like we're almost there. One day we're going to be a part of this community and now so many of them come here often just to chill, drink, have some beers and it's super awesome to be a part of that community and they just like I said they're all very supportive. Not everyone gets along, which is fine, but everybody, for the most part, it's just they're always trying to help.
Yeah.
No matter what. So our mindset is somebody's always got something to offer that we can learn from. It's not a popularity contest.
No. And right now we're like the little brother because we're the newest. And so we get all the nice, everybody's so nice to us. Everybody's so cool. They're so supportive. They nothing but our success. And it's so cool because these are people that should be in other industries would be competitors, but it's such an awesome community.
And the good thing about this community is we start getting these people out here for all these great breweries around. It draws people to this community to drink beer.
For sure.
We're right here next to Rescue. They got great beer there. People can literally hop back and forth between our breweries.
Yeah.
Jump over to Hamilton's, King's, Solario. I don't want to start naming a bunch because I'll forget everybody.
And then we'll get in trouble for not naming our other friends. But
I forgot about it.
Yeah. No, but they're all so cool.
Yeah.
There's not a brewery within a 20-minute drive that we wouldn't we'd love to go just chill and hang out and drink beers.
Oh, for sure. And even like you mentioned, Hampton, like Josh is such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Super helpful. A lot of input from them. When I say this, every brewery in this area within 20 minutes had advice for us.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
we humbled ourselves. We're like, what can we go ask them? We just want to learn and that I think is what helped us really accelerate and get to where we are now. It's just all the help from everybody around here.
Yeah, a lot of accumulated knowledge that these people have, and we have just benefited from it. And they've been so. I can't get over that. I'll keep going over and over, but they're an awesome set of people, and it's been such a pleasure getting to know them and whatnot.
Yeah, that's one thing I always say about the community. It's just it is like a family, but like like you said too about how like you don't always get along, but families families fight too. Families argue and stuff like.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So let's see here. Well, do you guys remember the worst brew day you guys ever had?
We got a lot of them.
Yeah. And
our first brew day, I felt like that was that was probably like the longest day of our lives.
Yeah.
Going from a homebrew setup and then like, oh my gosh, how long does this take? It was gnarly. We started with Quebec East because we actually didn't even have chillers at the time. So we were like,
we needed something
let's
that
throw
could
it in
get up
there.
to 80 degrees.
We'll let it ride, man. And that was so bad. We luckily we got rid of a lot of those beers super fast. So they didn't linger around much. But yeah, that first brew was pretty gnarly. We always find something in every brew day that can just frustrate the hell
whether
out
it's
of us.
a 4-hour boil or
yeah.
or was it
Shoot, we had a burner go out one day. The starter kit just failed on us.
6-hour brew day turned into a 12-hour brew day.
Oh,
We like wrapped up.
sucks.
We got in at like 7 a.m. that morning, and we left at 11. The team was gone, cleaned up, and ready. And we're still
we're sitting there on the edge of tears, just like, what do we do?
No, I think as bad as a brew day is, I mean, it's that work. You know what you got to do. The worst part is after those days when we mess something up and realizing all that work went to nothing. So forgetting to turn on a chiller, some like there was a batch of our double IPA that the first iteration of it did not come out the way we wanted. So so it didn't have anything bad, and surprisingly it wasn't the flavor we were going for. So we were like,
dude, we put a keg on just to see.
Sold
out. It sold out so fast. We're like, oh, this beer is so bad. And we dumped the whole tank.
But like, it was just like, look, it's not so bad that I wouldn't be embarrassed. It's just not our style.
Yeah.
And it was just, look, we'll get one keg, we'll make our money off of the grain and the hops, and that's it. We're just trying to break even on that, bro.
Let's cover this.
And,
we're good.
And everybody seemed to love it. And it was like, shit, maybe we shouldn't have dumped that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's we'll never put out anything we don't enjoy drinking. I mean, that's all of our beers, and like that's the worst is when something that should have come out perfectly and finding out it's not. Oh my god, that's worse than a bad brew day.
Yeah, exactly.
Any stuck mashes?
No, none.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
nice.
We've learned from a lot of people in this area. That,
rice holes.
Oh my god,
There's so many rice holes.
And then what was it? I think the only not stuck mashes, but only problem we have is like our during transfers. Occasionally our pumps will start leaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
and that's always frustrating.
Some hand-me-down pumps from a brewery that went out in San Diego. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's part of the deal, man.
Yeah, it's the dream, right?
Yeah, fun.
That's what we say. Like at the brewing, it's like, they would say it's like 90% cleaning, 10% fun.
That's all we do.
I that's the only
What's
thing.
brewing? We just clean.
Yeah. Some of your guys' favorite styles to brew and drink. Well, let's do brew first, and we'll do drink.
I think my favorite beer to brew is probably the Japanese lager.
Okay.
I just think even like I said earlier, we're always making adjustments, and it's such a light, clean beer. You really have to be careful which way you go.
Yeah.
So I enjoy doing that one a lot.
I love that one. It was a style that I started getting obsessed with it, and I was like, Nick, we got to make one. We got to make one. And then our employee comes in. He's like, Nick, you got to make one. And he brought him a can of it. And he's like, we're gonna make this. I'm like,
yeah,
come on, man. I've been asking for like months.
Hey, Johnny, we should make a Japanese lager.
Yeah, like it's his idea. No, that one's awesome. But I think I love doing our El Martillo.
Yeah, that's also
that one's my favorite because we also changed up a bit, and it, we add the darkening grains a little bit later, so it goes this beautiful, like light, super light amber, almost
kind of scary at first. Like, where's the color? And then all of a sudden it kicks in through.
And just seeing that, it was so cool. But I love that beautiful color, that aroma, that caramely, the malty. It's
super balanced, super balanced beer, easy to drink, and got
that one's my favorite one to brew.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what style is that one?
It's a Mexican amber lager.
Okay.
Yeah, the El Martillo.
I'm starting to see ambers a little bit more.
Yeah.
For a long time, ambers were just not around.
Yeah, I think the Negro Modelo, that craze, I mean, it's one of the top selling beers, Modelo, but I think that has kind of been like a point of entry for people starting to drink those styles more. And there's a lot of really good, light Mexican lagers out there. And we could have done that, and we probably will still do one. Throw some lime and sea salt in there, but that amber, it's just. We've always liked ambers.
Yeah.
I mean, Fat Tire back in the day,
Yeah.
that was one of our faves. Last name their Pomona Queen.
Oh my God! I got a keg of their Pomona Queen for my wedding. That's how much I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't remember drinking of it because it was a busy day, but I got it.
There you go.
Yeah. So, but ambers are always a really nice beer. Pale ales, we're suckers for pale ales.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of our go. Like when we go to a brewery, we want to see what they're dealing with.
Mhm.
You make a good pale ale, you're probably making good beers.
Yeah,
so.
that's definitely I think that's definitely like the brewer's beer. Like
Oh,
every
yeah, sure.
brewer owner whatnot, they'll usually go for the pale ales, and it's a shame because we really try to perfect it, but it is one of our lower selling beers. And I mean, it is what it is. And then we'll always make it. It's for us. It's to honor our brew sensei as well, just to thank him for all he's done. But it's such a good style, good nice American pale. You can't beat that.
It's nice.
Oh, definitely. I mean, even like ambers and stuff like that too. Not ambers, sorry. Pilsners and lagers. I always feel like if you go into a brewery and you try one of those, that's when, and those are good. Yeah. The rest of the menu is probably pretty
absolutely.
banging.
Yeah. It's like, how good is your light? If your light's good, everything's got to be great. And I mean, what was it? Hammy Light over in Hamilton. Oh my God, that is my all-time favorite crushable.
Yeah,
lager.
their Italian one.
The Italian.
Yeah, we had that.
That was bomb.
Killer, man.
Yeah,
killer stuff.
Yeah, they do a good job over there.
Oh yeah, I mean, what you guys got going on here? Like I said, I love your glassware, and I love like all the merch you guys have. By chance, do you guys? Because I'm gonna buy one if you guys have one. Do you guys still have like a large in anniversary shirt?
I got you set aside. You're good to go.
Sweet. I was
got
like,
glass. We got you some stickers for your laptop.
Oh, sweet. I appreciate it.
We got you all set up, man.
Oh no, thank you. I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, we got some good people around us that make good stuff, so it's nice.
Yeah,
we get to sell some high quality things here.
Oh yeah, man. It's all. I mean, everything that I feel like you guys have been putting out. I can't so I said, I go into Louis and I see anything new I haven't tried from you guys because you build that trust, with the community, especially the beer community, because if you can find like a brewery that just consistently puts out, bangers, it's just like, it's all right. Take whatever you guys putting out. I'm putting my money down on
the counter, absolutely. And there's a lot of big ones coming up now. I mean, you look at the Green Cheeks, North Parks, Rip. I mean, those some of the big boys coming out right now, Everywhere Brewing. They're all killing it in Southern California. I mean, you look who won over at GABF, man. There's a ton.
Isn't won like 6 medals, I think.
With
that Ian.
GABF World Beer Cup. Yeah. A lot of influence from them too. I mean, we listen to so many podcasts. Like they really they're not scared to put out info on there, and so we've actually gotten some of their.
I mean, that's the cool thing about it is it makes all brewers better if they listen to it, and that's competition, and you got to get a little bit better. And I mean, we all win from it. I mean, if Creature Comfort's making some killer beer.
Oh yeah,
that one. That's one of my favorite ones. I just recently tried. One of our one of our buddies comes in, drops off new beers, and oh my God, it was amazing.
Yeah, we're always trying good stuff.
But I mean, it's them helping us. Them helping us as a community, as a it only helps the entire community, and you get better beer from it, and everybody wins. That's the best part.
Oh, for sure. Do you guys remember your worst homebrew day?
Yes.
Any explosions?
Yes. No explosions, but
that's good.
It was it was like our second or third time doing it. We thought, hey, this is easy as making spaghetti. We got this. Only to find out.
I think I know which one you're going to say.
I don't know. We'll see. So we were brewing. We got everything going. We're good. Adding the stuff. Grains going, and we're adding the hops at the end, and it's looking really green.
Okay.
And I'm like, that just didn't look this green. Like, I don't know. Maybe it'll come out. So we finish it. And we're getting it going. Only to find out. The hard part about homebrewing is on a small scale is. You don't do hops in pounds or ounces, or you don't even do them in tenths of an ounce. You do them in hundredths of an ounce.
Yeah.
And confusing those two is a really big mistake. No. So we essentially made the worst hop water anybody's ever had.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, so that was the same one I was thinking, but the different. So that was at your apartment, and on your stovetop.
Yeah.
And so that's what I was gonna say. I totally forgot about that.
Oh my God.
My issue was like that stove could not the flame.
Yeah.
The flame is there's no strong flame on that stovetop.
Oh, okay.
And it took forever to get to a boil.
Yeah.
Like we literally this is insane.
Yeah.
We were like, don't worry, we'll be done soon.
Yeah.
No, and my
That
wife,
sucks.
girlfriend at the time, like now wife, she hates this. She loathes the smell of warts. I smell delicious biscuits being baked and all that. So she just smells horrible, like bread burning, and it's like.
It's like driving past the Miller Coors factory.
Yeah, you either love it or you hate it. But we went from my mom's several $1,000 stove, which has the best heating,
best
to my
burners.
apartment, like just basic as just standard.
Yeah.
So that was a long day. That was a 1 gallon day. So
That sucked.
that was fun.
Oh,
I
that's
forgot about
crazy.
that part of it.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have you guys like dabbled in like hop keef and all that sort of stuff that's been kind of going around?
No, we to be honest, we don't get a chance to really experiment too much right now, just because we're constantly brewing to try to keep up and
turning and burning.
That is definitely on our list of things to get, is just a 1 barrel setup, so we can do more skunk worksy kind of sampling of things, because we want to do some weird stuff, but I mean, we kind of almost have to make a full 7 barrels of everything, just because that's what we're equipped for at the moment.
Yeah.
So, but
we really get no experimentation. We try it on a brew system, and you're getting it, man. Like this Hoppy Pilsner, West Coast Pills.
we were so I think that was the most thorough beer. Like, I mean, we've done every other beer multiple times at this point.
Yeah.
But this one is like, we don't have a big window to make this perfect. We want this to come out like when we on our anniversary, and we had no room for error. We did not have the time to be able to rebrew another one.
Yeah,
we'd have to find out really quick if it was going to be a winner or we're not having a good beer for our anniversary. So we lucked out hard.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like I said, you guys, this one's really good, and is this the anniversary glassware?
Yes. This is our 1 year anniversary.
So we didn't put our anniversary on it just because we want to continue to sell it and have people get it and after the anniversary.
Yeah.
And use it for pint nights, things like that. So we wanted to keep it. It is our anniversary release, but we wanted to make sure it's something that people can use.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and it's just got that splattering of all of our logos, everything we love. It's a cool one.
Yeah. And how did you guys come up with the name?
I'm gonna give that one to Nick.
So let's see. How do I make a long story short?
You're good.
We came from the construction industry, and instead of like doing cookies and coffee for clients, I gave them my home brew. And so that kind of gained a lot of traction in the industry. People started following us. And so like, dang, we should do an industry themed brewery. And a term that's used that some people hate and some people love is a Procedure 5, which is an asbestos contamination cleanup plant.
Okay.
So we're like, Procedure 5, what about Pro-Five? Yeah, Pro-Five Brewing. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Pro-Five Brewing. So there's enough dumb names out there. We figured what's one more.
That's cool though, because I mean, I would have thought that.
Yeah. People sometimes think like, oh, do you guys play sports? Like 5 guys on the team, you have 5 owners. It's like, no, just dumb name.
I mean, it would have been better if we did have 5, but we have a little bit more
Right.
owners, so
Yeah,
we couldn't even squeak away with
We
anything.
can play full court basketball with subs, that's for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. Should we grab another beer before we
Let's
finish
do
up?
it, man.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Heck yeah.
All right, and we're back. We got another brewski here. We're drinking the Japanese rice lager.
The Hanma.
I love it. I love the can artwork too, because that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, we'll start with the can artwork. Who does your guys' can artwork?
That's all Nick.
Okay.
To an extent.
That's really.
We had some people help us out.
That's a lot of credit calling it art, by the way.
Oh, no, I like it though.
Yeah. No, honestly, like we went with the idea that we wanted to keep everything very similar, kind of like, Pure Project.
Oh yeah.
They'll throw some one-offs in there, but our identifier, our logo on there is the Pro-Five cursive, and then kind of mess with things and what's the character? What's it called? The Japanese?
Oh, the kanji.
Kanji. Yeah, that was Johnny's idea, is to throw the kanji on there.
Yeah, because it had to have red with the white, because it's got that cool off-white color, nice gold print, gold lid on top. But it had the kanji.
Yeah, the Hanma and kanji pops off that can.
Yeah, that one's my favorite so far. And the cool thing is they leave a lot of, because they're blank canvases. They look cool. They're trying to associate color with styles.
Yeah,
but it also leaves it open so that, hey, we want to do a special edition. We throw some art on that blank space, and
and anybody that actually knows how to do art, they have a canvas to do it. So
so let us know.
No, if you need a guy, well, my brother does that. So
nice.
I can tell you about it. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I like it.
But yeah, he does a bunch of. He does some kind of work for another brewery. Too,
awesome.
So,
okay, that's cool.
Now, who does it? Who does your guys' merch? Is that like same thing or
no? So we one of my buddies is a project manager for a very large merch company that does like work tours, all the major,
a lot of bands, comedians.
Yeah, so he's got good style. He knows what pieces sell. He recommends what to go with, and then we've had some people do some logos for us and some logo packs. So we just kind of pull from all our resources we have to make some stuff. So it's been awesome. Got some sick logos. We got a lot of fun ones that haven't even come out yet that we're excited about. So,
and that's awesome.
We just always want to do high quality stuff.
Yeah, no, we want things that are not just
one and done.
Yeah, we want like, we almost have. It sounds so weird. We want to have just as cool merch, a good merch, quality merch, just as like our beers. We want to have good quality, and I mean, we want something that you actually want to really wear. I mean,
for sure.
Yeah, it might be a little more expensive, but it's good stuff. So
it's good quality. I mean, dude, I think I have like, my dresser is like two big drawers, fully dedicated to brewery shirts.
Heck
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got the same.
Yeah.
I started collecting all the shirts, and I love them. You'll see me in. I usually brew in other brewery shirts. And like, I'll jump up to the front desk, and people are like, "Oh, you work here?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, I got a last name shirt on."
Yeah. You have to cover it with the Pro-Five sticker,
right?
No. We're all cool here.
Yeah.
No, it was. So that's the other thing, is we're gonna be doing another this next year, after we burn through these logos and whatnot. We're gonna get another one made.
Okay.
We're gonna do that again, and just
Yeah, we haven't announced it yet, but we got 2 new hats that we released this week for anniversary, and they're super sick. But we're gonna do one and done. So as soon as that style sells out, we're on to another color, another logo. Okay. So
and those are the rope ones, right?
Yeah, the rope.
I saw those on Instagram. Rope hats are back, and I love it.
Yeah,
those will be our limited releases. A lot of people really like them. I think. They're easy canvas to work with. They have tons of colors, so we're just going to do one-offs, and as they sell out, they sell out.
Yeah.
So
I love the new color. It's called Biscuit, and it's just like this yellowy mustard. And it's just when he told me the name, I'm like, yeah, we got to get that color.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy one, because I've got to buy something so I can support you, so I can do my part in support.
We give away a lot of stuff here, so
so good luck.
No.
Yeah,
no, but because I love hats. I'm always wearing. I'm not wearing one today, but. Those are like my golf hats. Like I love the rope hats, so I'm always buying.
No, that was the idea behind it. Was like we do a lot of golf tournaments, because one of our partners also has a golf league.
Okay.
And so when they do events, we usually set up on one of the holes. Usually try to get the earlier ones, that way we get them before they're having a full day of shaking already.
Yeah.
But
we have a beer par skier, Blondale.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get to say it often, but when I'm on the golf course and I'm putting, I like to yell par ski.
Yeah.
It's more like double.
Yeah.
But that's our golf beers. So we want to have some, we got a lot of golfers that come here. So we want to have something like that. And
some merch for it as well.
Yeah. We're going to do some like
golf shirt.
Yeah. We're going to get some nice, again, they'll be expensive, but it's a nice quality, polo you can wear on the course that it's got our brand on there and stuff. So we'll do a golf drop.
So you guys both like golf?
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Johnny was quick on the joint.
Yeah. I like golf.
Yeah. No, I'm shitty. I like to putt.
Yeah, I'm not the best out there. But
I could hit it like a 20-foot putt, but I cannot get it on the green.
Yeah.
I like going to Top Golf, but then my back hurts the next day, and then I'm like, why did I do that?
Yeah, because the Topgolf's not far, right? It's over
No,
by
Redmond,
Hamilton's,
Ontario.
right?
Yep. Just south of Hamilton's.
Yeah, we got some buddies that are opening up a golf place over here off the freeway too, and they
Links 52.
Yeah, Links 52. They indoor simulator, cool stuff. So we'll get our beers will be there.
That's
That'll be
awesome.
nice, yeah.
I wanted to go back to home brewing just a bit because I wanted to ask about like when you guys were doing it. Were you guys just doing all grain, or were you guys ever doing like extract or anything like that?
The first one was an extract.
Yeah, we only did one extract brew, and then once we were gifted that Kegel system, we jumped into all grain right away.
And then Nick, I mean, during that whole process, one of the like Pacific
Brewing Supply, More Beer, they're both super helpful. They carry all great ingredients.
Yeah. And then everybody knows Nick, whereas I feel like Nick's a really smart assistant. Nick's like the guy who's wheeling, dealing, getting the talking to everybody. He's a lot more social than me. I'm more of like, hey Nick, somebody wants to talk to the owner.
Damn it, Jonny.
But no, I mean it's been great. It's been those friendships there were really cool early on. They had another wealth of knowledge, especially when Nick was like getting going, and he'd give it to me. We'd be there a lot. They would try this beer, made by another home brewer. And
yeah, I got to brew a lot for, like I mentioned earlier, the gifting to our clients.
Yeah.
So I had a chance to brew a lot with that. And
that's
again,
awesome.
Those More Beer and Pacific Wine, or Pacific Brewing, they were very supportive and helping us out. Like, they're good guys.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. If you guys were going to give advice to like a home brewer or somebody that's wanting to open up a brewery or even just get started home brewing, like what kind of advice would you guys give?
I would say experiment, brew, try. Don't be nervous. Just start.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to ask questions, whether it's from the homebrew supply store you get it from or
your local brewery.
Local breweries. We were gifted hops one time. Actually, this is a really good story.
Yeah.
We at Last Name, one of the brewers or one of the managers there, we had told him that I was, doing home brewing stuff. And so he's like, dude, I got these hops. They're from New Zealand. We're never going to use them. Or they gave us, and so do you want to take them? I was like, yeah, dude, I'll take them. He's like, here's the deal though. You got to bring in whatever you make so we can try it.
Oh, love it.
And I was like, heck yeah, dude. So I did the Prince Pale Ale.
Okay.
And used these hops. And I brought it in and they're like, dude, there's an off flavor in here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? What do you get? And then he passed it to the other beer tender. He's like, oh yeah, definitely. There's some kind of contamination there or whatever. And then as we went through and figured it out, it was chloramine. It was an off flavor of chloramine, like burnt Band-Aid type flavor.
Yeah.
And at that time, we weren't really focused on water. Just kind of threw in a Camden tablet that actually didn't dissolve, so I could have been hurt. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But that changed our perspective on brewing and getting more detailed. And like, okay, we're going to start dialing our water process. And so actually, he worked at another brewery, and I went in there one day, and me and Jonny were talking to him. I was like, dude, you may not remember, but one time he gave me hops. And he goes, yeah, I kind of remember that. I was like, well, now we're opening a brewery. He's like, no way. So it came kind of full circle, but that only happened because, we were open to feedback.
Yeah.
And so you got to have thick skin.
Yeah, absolutely. That was going to be my suggestion too, is like, don't let one bad beer kind of sway you off of the hobby. It's, you break a lot of eggs when making an omelet.
Oh,
like
sure.
You're going to have a really good beer and then maybe a dry spell of 5 bad beers. And it's just comes with the territory. And it's a learning curve. Pull as much resources, go to your local brewery, but also be as, your recipes aren't your recipes. They should be as fluid as anything. Like, if something's not working, have enough, wisdom that somebody might have a better palate or something. And honestly, we thrive off of like people giving us any kind of hints, criticisms, or suggestions on what we can do to fix it or what might be an improvement. And I mean, we love our recipes, but they are not written in stone. We'll adjust. We change them all the time.
Yeah.
And,
you just look at the West Coast IPAs and how the whole industry has changed how they're making them now.
Oh, for sure.
So gotta always evolve.
Yes. Yeah. Thick skin and change is the only constant.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you gotta fail to be able to grow.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And again, just brew.
Yeah.
Brew as much as your friends will love you. You'll get new friends. You get a lot of new friends when you got beer to give them. So.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's what I would suggest.
Definitely. I mean, those are obviously great suggestions because I feel like you need that kind of critical kind of feedback in order to just because at one point in our life we all think we're like the best at something or really good at something. For me, it was like Mario Kart or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty good at drinking beer though.
And then one time you're humbled and you're like, I'll never play it again. No, it's
and actually one more thing too on that with homebrewers is if you're able to join a homebrew club.
Yeah, we just had one this Thursday.
Yeah, we had the Inland Empire Brewers out here. We got the Horse Thieves. You got, there's another brewery. I don't know why I can't think of it right now.
If we don't name it, we're sorry, but we acknowledge you.
But at any rate, there's a lot of wisdom out there. Some of these brew clubs, they have people that brewed at large breweries and they know what they're doing. So they'll do tastings. You can bring in your homebrew and they'll give feedback and notes to what you can do to make it better. But if you're really serious about it or you have the time and you want to get better, join a homebrew club.
That's awesome, man. I only have a couple more things. I don't want to hold you up because I know it's the anniversary.
No, we're good.
We're good, dude. We're chilling.
It's nice crowd right now, dude. This is our that's the one thing. All right, I'm gonna say
actually work. Just so you know,
I'm gonna say it right now. Like the one thing, if you do open a brewery, try to make time to enjoy said brewery. It is so far and few between where Nick and I can just enjoy some beers and enjoy it. Yeah. I think we had Dan Kelly here. He's a lead singer for a band, Fortunate Youth, which is totally awesome. Yeah. Huge amount of friends that helped make that happen. And it was a great night, but it was such a chill group of people that enjoy this guy that it's a really niche, kind of music genre. Yeah, following that he's got and super awesome. And usually we're here to help those days and it was fine. They didn't need us. So Nick and I got to hang out, relax, and enjoy a music act that we had booked for once.
We sat and enjoyed beers. Awesome. We didn't have to run beers and everything, so it was really cool.
So this has been awesome, man. So no, don't worry about us. We are good. We don't want to hold you up. But this has been absolutely.
And we got a pretty good team. Yeah, our staff, they're pretty awesome. We hardly have to worry. We're just here to make sure. It's mostly we have to make sure the customers don't do anything stupid.
Because it's like it's one thing if our employees, have to tell a customer what's up. It's another. It's like, look, man, I'm the owner. I need you. I'm asking you to stop.
Yeah. Luckily, we don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, no. It is far and few between. Everybody. I mean, you don't go to a brewery. It's not. It's a different culture vibe than a bar.
Kids here hanging out, families. Yeah. This is a fun spot. We don't have to deal with stuff.
Sure. I feel like when breweries were first starting to get craft breweries were really starting to open more. Like when it started to kind of blow up a little bit. That's like cities couldn't distinguish the difference between what the bar was and a brewery was. But yeah, I mean, it's come so far.
Yes, I'm so happy those lines have really been established. That it's that's a big thing Nick does with my sister and niece is they love going to breweries when they travel and going to places.
Yeah. Same.
And so it's such a nice, easy space. When it's good and let it run around, play. And
my daughter said the other day, she's like, "Daddy, I want to pour a beer. I want to drink it." And I was like, "What? You can't drink till you're 21." She goes, "No, just pretend."
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, it's like there's a dude walking down the street one day, and she goes, "Dad, that guy needs a beer." And I was like, I love you.
Yeah. She's going to be cool. We're going to make her as cool as possible. We're going to absolutely get her introduced into this when she's older and whatnot. But, I mean...
at least 12, right?
I guess.
That's so freaking cool.
But, no, it's cool. Brewery vibe, you can't beat that. It's nice. It's chill, relax, and you go out of your way to, go to a brewery because, you like the style. You don't just... It's hard. It's very rare where somebody just meanders in, just to get drunk. You're enjoying beers, you're relaxing, and it's fun. It's a good afternoon.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll drive 45 minutes to get here. I'll drive an hour to get here. I'll drive 2 hours to get here if it's a cool ass spot.
Oh yeah, no, I've done that several times. We, my wife and I do a lot of stuff with our dogs because we got corgis and we're those weird people.
Oh, there you go.
But it's a lot of stuff in San Diego area, but it's the best because it's like we're doing something out there. That means we get to go to a cool San Diego brewery.
Mecca.
Yep.
Was it? Went to Electric out there.
Oh,
it was
Electric's
super
good.
cool.
Yeah.
First time going there, and then there's another brewery, but we didn't have time, and I'm like, I can't think of the name of them, but they had a cool like outdoor market going on. And I was like,
oh, nice.
If only I had more time. But
Yeah.
Electric was awesome. They had some really killer like. I had a triple that I'm not the biggest triple guy nowadays. I'm trying to stay lighter, but dang, that was killer.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I get down there a few times a year, but like I even like to go to Carlsbad too because of great breweries in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
A lot. And like Vista and stuff like that. But do you guys have a Desert Island beer?
The problem is I like so many beers. That's the
we can
issue.
do Desert Island 6-pack.
6-pack, is it a mix pack or is it just one?
And
So I think for me, if I had a Desert Island beer and that's all I drank for the rest of my life, I would probably say Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Okay.
This is where I'm going to sound trashy, and I'm kind of proud of it. So Nick's Bachelor Party, we had it at Havasu.
I was going to say that too,
Hold
but
up.
I this is a craft brewing.
No.
podcast,
I 100% know. And it was sort of a BYO, what was it, 64 pack or 36 pack weekend. And, everybody brought Coors, and that's cool. It's a great river beer. I'm not going to knock it. I'll drink the hell out of that at a ball game. It's a good drinkable beer.
Sometime.
Yeah.
I drank one the other day.
Yeah.
But I mean, I brought my favorite of those type of beers, which would probably be that just 'cause it's closest to water, but I love it. It's Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, PBR.
I was the only one to bring a 36 pack of Pabst, and mine was the first to go because everybody was drinking my Pabst.
So I would say that's between PBR and
Miller Lite.
Miller Lite.
Those
two would be my outside of a craft. Those would be my two.
Okay,
for sure.
I've told this story on the show before, but me and my buddies, we used to have it was just like a bachelor pad, like in the mid to late 2000s. And like as soon as you walked in, it wasn't even a dining table; it was a pool table. And then we had rooms designated for smoking cigarettes. I don't condone. I mean, I still do it, but kids don't smoke. Kids don't smoke. But we would have a room for that. But we had 2 kegs on tap at all times. It was Stone IPA and PBR.
Shit. Yeah. Dang, dude.
Those
are two extremes, too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man.
Yeah, so we had one the refined palate and then our water.
Yeah. That's awesome.
No, that's awesome. I remember. Oh, crap. We that was the best part about upping our brew system. Is it was at my mom and stepdad's house that we had that because they had a house that we could do it at.
Yeah,
and
side yard.
And one day we were looking for a kegerator because we now have enough beer to fill a corny keg.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went down, picked it up. It was a Boy a Boy Scout that were doing like a rumpus sale thingy, and they had it online, and we picked it up, and then Nick's
it was like $150 or something, maybe not even that.
Yeah, it was great quality and whatnot, and it worked, and we just had to change the lines. And
old man River is like, I can't drink this beer anymore. You guys little boys want this.
Yeah, they're selling it for their Boy Scouts. And I'm actually an Eagle Scout, so I went through that whole stuff. So I was like, yeah, of course we're gonna buy it, even if it doesn't work, guys. But awesome. No, and I mean that was the coolest part when we got to get that type of thing. We go to my mom's house and we get to start pouring our own beers out.
Okay.
So I 100% get that feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking cool. Is it I don't know. I just when it comes to just craft beer, or I want to say just beer in general, because I mean, I think one of the ones that I really loved initially, where I went to the World Bistro in Escondido for Stone,
mm-hmm.
and it was I had Dogfish Head.
Oh yeah,
Midas Touch, and I was that beer when I tried it.
Beer.
I was like,
that's your Golden Ale, right?
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
Is there Golden Ale one?
I honestly don't even remember. It was just because I haven't had it since, but I remember trying it and because back then it wasn't easy to you couldn't find craft beer anywhere. From 2006 to 2010. Oh, probably later than that actually, because when it blew up in kind of 2015 when things got really crazy, but it was.
Dude, I remember there were days we'd go out in the pool and it's so we'd go to Johnny's parents' house and we'd bring our own ice chests. And so like I would stop at, either the liquor store or Bevmo or Total Wine. And I would get the beers that I thought were going to be really good. So we'd get a bunch of different ones. And so he would bring his. And so we'd, get schmammered in the pool just drinking all these different styles of beers.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like day drinking by a pool.
No, it's the best.
Absolutely.
Like me and my buddies would go to like Cost Plus World Market and get what do you want to call it? Like Mississippi Mud.
Oh gosh, Mississippi Mud.
Or like Ballast Point way back when.
Oh my God, that was mine. What was it? Long Bluefin?
Bluefin, yeah.
Bluefin.
Oh my God, I love Bluefin. And then original Sculpin.
Oh yeah.
I could crush those.
Yeah, I was still a drinker Sculpin all days.
But the big thing I loved getting was Samuel Adams summer packs.
Oh dude,
those
summer
ones
ale?
are so awesome.
Yeah, so we're actually...
Porch Rocker was my favorite.
Okay.
It was their like Rattler equivalent or Shandy-esque.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a lemon festival coming up in downtown Upland in a couple weeks.
Oh,
and,
nice.
So everyone always tries to do something lemony, so we're going to do a lemon shandy.
Oh, I love a good shandy.
Yeah, it'll be a blonde ale base, but we're going to use yuzu lemon puree in there.
Dude, that sounds like it's going to be...
We've done some samples, man. It is killer. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, you guys going to can that?
Not at first, because I worry we'll sell out of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
So our problem is like we want to have way more cans out there, but we got to sell through some because it takes a while to catch up.
Oh, I bet.
So.
Also, canning really sucks.
Oh gosh,
it's
dude, it's just me and Jonny.
Well, that's the other thing. Is
really?
like we have an awesome. We lucked out hard. I'm gonna say this whole brewery is really based off of really good timing and luck.
100%.
And a really awesome brewery in Flagstaff,
Mother Road.
Oh, been there.
They were selling
beers.
Yeah.
Nick was like on Instagram or
no, it's on Pro Brewing.
Pro Brewing, sorry. And he was just scrolling through, and he I think we were brewing
looking,
that day.
We were looking for a keg washer, and a canyon line popped up. And we were like,
oh, he freaked out.
Yeah.
He was like, dude,
we got one.
I was like, so what's wrong with this canyon line? And it's like, nothing. We're just trying to get rid of it. I was like, there's got to be a catch.
Yeah.
No,
there wasn't, man. They were, it was, I won't say the price because I don't want to call anybody out or anything, but they just basically like almost gave it to us for what the price is of a canning line.
No, they were so cool about it too. Like we kept asking them questions and whatnot. And again, it goes to the community. It's such a great, awesome. And I mean, they, we're a smaller brewery. They were like, oh, cool. Yeah, we love, to go to you guys. And we're like, confirming it. And we're like, okay, I've got the hotel room already reserved.
Dude, we drove up there without actually confirming. We're like, screw it, dude. We're driving.
Yeah.
There's like 7 breweries within walking distance of our hotel. So we're like, we're going all in.
Yeah, we essentially tell them, like, we find out the day that it's going. We leave the next day to go get it. And then we come back the following day, which is a really bad idea after a day of drinking at every brewery we could walk to.
Over driving from North Arizona.
But we were so excited. We're like, it's gonna be a long time till we go to Flagstaff, and it's a great beer community over there.
Really good food at Mother Road too. They have like
oh my God,
they had these mac and cheese, like fried mac and cheese bites.
We did. They had like really good tacos. Which is awesome. It's so funny because you forget, like, you get there, you're like, am I in Colorado?
Yeah.
Like, it's so nice and mountainy.
And
then it's like, oh my God. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's Arizona. So good Mexican food. So we're good.
Yeah.
Although
there was one restaurant, I think it was called The Mexican Restaurant or something.
Oh yeah, that's all it said. And we're like, I bet it's terrible.
We're not
definitely not.
We're spoiled in Southern California.
Yeah. So but it was such a cool and then, asking them, they've been awesome with like help on it. And then realizing, like, oh, how many guys do you have working it? The canner, like
us.
2.
He was looking at it.
Yeah.
And he's like, we have like 5 or 6 guys, like each guy watching a session. Like, hey,
to be fair, that's how we do a lot of things here. But, the canning's, it's the...
It brings the worst. Don't ever come to us on a canning day, and you're not going to get the real us. Yeah. It's going to be the worst versions of us. We're so much nicer than that.
Yeah, but we do want to can a lot more of our beers. The Shandy. We want the West Coast Pilsner. We're going to can the Pale Ale, the West Coast IPA, the Raspberry wheat beer. We can can that.
And then our seltzer, our blackberry seltzer is like our number 4 seller. It's like, and we try to make it our staple because, Brewery X got Huckleberry.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only time I've gone to a brewery, and I'm not against it or anything, but I ordered a seltzer and I loved it.
Oh, it's great.
It was so awesome. And, I'm not better than anything. What was it?
Kind of ours,
yeah.
We got so day drunk off of seltzers when they first came out, like Mass Mart, White
like
Claws.
72 White Claws.
Oh my God. I'm like, dude, I don't even feel drunk. And then like 2 minutes later, I'm asleep in the pool.
Yeah.
I've had 14 of these.
Yeah. Legs are half in, your body's out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I mean, we're trying to make our blackberry as, kind of our staple. And we definitely have to can that.
Okay.
Everybody always asks us, they're like, this is our festival seltzer. It's like, well, once we get our cans, we'll make that a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Wanted to ask you guys too, like, do you guys have like, cause like pop up, like, cause I know you guys have like obviously a bunch of big stuff coming on this weekend, but like food trucks and stuff like that around, or
every day we got a different food vendor out.
Yeah, no, you guys do trivia and stuff like that too.
Yeah, every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Our
Trivia Tuesday.
Our what was it?
One of our employees,
Lorena, she's awesome. She loves doing it. She kills it.
That's sweet.
We come a long way from our first trivia. It was literally me, Nick, and our 2 wives. So, and now, what was it? We had a couple earlier this month. Was it last
Taylor
month?
night.
We had Taylor Swift night.
Yeah, Taylor Swift night.
I saw that one you guys posted on Instagram.
It was the craziest Tuesday.
We sold so many blackberry seltzers.
Yeah, that was the first time it was the number 1 seltzer, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I mean, those Swifties, I love them to death.
Yeah, we'll probably do some like
a lot more music themed,
like 1989 album, Red, whatever it is. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of Taylor Swift stuff. We have some friends that are some Swifties. So
what was it? We just got back from France, and the whole trip was based around my wife and her friend going to a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I guess we'll add a France trip around that.
Yeah. But no, we have different food vendors every day. It's such a cool community. They're all so awesome. We work with so many good vendors.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
We try to have something new every day. The community, they love supporting them, coming in, having their food. It's a great thing we got going on here.
For sure.
It's nice.
I always like to ask too, like your favorite food to pair with beer. I usually do like tacos, wings, burgers, or stuff with something like.
Man,
that's
if you I'm a ribeye kind of guy.
Okay, nothing wrong.
Because I can really, honestly, I'll drink anything with anything. I'll drink beer with cookies. I beer's just kind of my go-to.
Yeah.
But nice ribeye. This Japanese lager, I'm allergic to seafood, but I'll do a teriyaki chicken.
Oh, there you go.
Sushi roll, and
nice.
And the Hanma pair is super nice to that. Those would say my 2 go-tos.
Nah, it was our El Martillo and some like nice like street tacos. Oh my God. And I mean, it goes with that style. I'm excited to try to see what goes with the Pilsner. Because it's the first. I mean, we've been trying it since we've had it, but I mean, it's never been like around food. So I'm excited. I think today's gonna be the day. It's some hot wings and some Pilsner.
I didn't even know that was there, but I was like, yeah, you could. I think hot wings would be good, especially with something like this, or even with the Westie.
Yeah.
Because you get those that bright kind of clean finish, but you still get you'll get like almost bringing up the acidity in the wings. I'm sure that'd be great.
Yeah, no, they have a killer spicy Korean wing.
Oh,
and
okay.
I think that would go.
But
really
actually, awesome. Today they make their own sauces also.
Oh, nice.
Our boy Aaron, he's
it.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Love the guy.
So their Chipotle barbecue sauce, it was made with our El Martillo.
Oh my God,
I love that.
Yep.
So
I remember that. He gave me the first little sample of it. I got a bottle of it. I was adding it to everything. It was so delicious.
That's freaking sweet.
Yeah, so they'll be serving that up today. It'll be nice.
I love cooking with beer because usually I'll have one while I'm cooking, and then I usually
because you only need a cup of it. But I got this whole big.
Dude, we did our brown ale once with brats.
Yeah,
just soaked them in there, boiled them in that, and then did the onions after it in that brown ale. So good.
That's you. Well, I talked about cooking with Coors when I make my brats. That's
that's a good one. It's
They say you probably shouldn't put a whole tall can in there, but I put a whole tall can.
Yeah. They say a lot of things.
Yeah, what do they know, right?
Kidding. One for you, one for the brat.
Exactly.
That's right. You bought a whole 24 pack. What are you gonna do with them?
Yeah. One last question I have for you guys: worst hangover you ever had, and was it coming back after picking up the candy.
I feel like that was one of the worst because it's been a while since I've gotten as drunk because at a certain point we stopped drinking beer and we started going to bars.
Oh shit!
And we started mixing hard and oh my God, my wife's gonna be mad. I don't know how we got back to the room.
We walked.
Oh no, I got that. But I mean, like, there's like that brownout where like we're good, we're walking the direction.
Jonny drank like 77 beers.
There you go. Sounds like Andre the Giant.
I mean, it was just it was one of those. It's been so long since I've actually been drunk because I always tell Nick I think I'm like immune to beer.
Yeah.
In the sense of like I have to try. We try everything, and even days I do not want to drink. We have to make sure everything's good.
You know what's funny? Actually, so Strum Brewing was here the other day, and he asked me, he's like, "You find it hard getting drunk off your own brew?" And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, it's a thing, man. Breweries they can't get drunk off their own beer. They go to other beers, our breweries, and have a beer, and they're getting drunk." And I'm like, "So you guys are hammered right now?" And they're like, "Well, this is number 2," and I'm like, So
you guys are drunk right now, or what?
But I don't know. I get bad hangovers, so I couldn't even tell you.
Oh my
which
God,
one.
he's the funniest thing because he'll even be slightly drunk and he's like a zombie. And you know when Nick's hungover because like he doesn't talk for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then like he'll eat so much too.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God. One time, I'll tell it.
I've cut back a lot. I don't get that drunk anymore.
So one time at that apartment that we cooked the beers at, my sister and him, we were just drinking. We were just playing games. Drinking. This is before they were kids, so we were going hard. We had dinner. We made an awesome dinner, and like everybody was schmammered. So they just spent the night at our house, and then like Nick was like dead, and then he's like, I need to use the shower. And I was like, okay. So it showers in there, man.
Probably 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah, and so like the shower's going, and you know I'm hearing it, and like I kind of like go to sleep, and I wake up, and it's like
still
6, and he's been in the shower for like 3 hours,
chapped,
just red. Like oh my God, and it was just like oh my God, he's the most ridiculous.
That's my MO.
It happens.
I'm a shower guy.
But I think the Mother Road in the most recent history is the worst hangover I've had in a while. Also because we had a 6-hour drive ahead of us.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's never fun.
Oh yeah. One time, because I used to drink a ton of Jameson.
Oh yeah, man.
I cut back. Like at one point, like I would save the empty bottles. Like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, this is gonna be badass. I'm gonna make a display of it.
To be fair, JMO picklebacks are kind of my.
What are you from Boston? All of a sudden now?
Dude, just that salty, briny, the pickle juice with just a chaser for a JMO.
Yeah, dude, I had like 250 empty bottles in my apartment.
Dang,
but it was over like a 4-year span.
Okay,
so I mean it was kind of spread out a little, but
52 weeks in a year, man.
Yeah. So I drank a bit.
Let's not do the math. Don't do the math.
I shouldn't do the math. But like one morning, my brother came because I was renting out. They had a back house. So I rented out the back house from him, and he came pounding on the door. He's like, "Mike, wake up!" Because he calls me Mike, even though my name's Jonathan. But he was pounding on the door. He's like, "I left my keys back there. I got to go to work." And I'm like, rolling out of bed. I wasn't even in bed. I was on my I was on a little futon I had that converted into a couch. Rolled off that. Was just in my underwear, no shirt on, and I stumbled to the door. I open it and I say hello. Like I'm the one.
Like
yeah. Like I'm on the phone or something. But yeah, my brother tells it a lot better than I did.
That's awesome.
I was pretty shitty.
Oh, JMO.
Yeah, rough night.
Oh, to be young again.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's your hangover cure?
Legends.
Obviously a shower for Nick.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it makes it worse, Nick. You're wet and you're fucked up.
Yeah. No.
Sorry, I don't know.
You can curse.
2 cheeseburger meal from McDonald's with a
okay.
Diet Coke.
All right.
And 6 chicken nuggets.
There it is.
Sweet and sour sauce.
All
right. There's like a semi-local place, Legends over here, Legends Burgers, and that's was it a double cheeseburger with a chili cheese fry?
Yeah.
Oh,
the greasiest, like delicious, like the only like any other day I would be like I couldn't handle it, but hangover days that's the like I need that.
Okay,
that's the one.
Love that. Mine would probably be like a wet burrito from somewhere, and maybe like I don't know, and vitamins.
Yeah.
Vitamin,
multivitamin in the morning. Like, and I'm
Got
30,
a vitamin up now, Johnny. You're getting old.
I'm 37, and I'm like, I'm pounding like I got vitamin D, got men's one a day for guys under 50.
You got it.
You should probably start doing that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's usually my go-to. But sometimes I'll cook it because I'm actually a pretty productive hungover person. But then once I get back into bed and I'm eating, I'm like, out.
No.
That's the killer. Is like all I want to do is sleep, and
Yeah.
it makes it worse. Like that lethargy like
I'll pay
comes in.
$42 in Uber Eats for a double cheeseburger meal from McDonald's.
Yeah, $42 in fees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even think that day, like all we did was hang out at my house that morning, and like I think I went and got like cheeseburgers, and that's literally what we ate. It was just like nobody was in a good mood.
What about to end the night?
Usually, like
He's like, same thing. Shower, 2 cheeseburgers, and
no shower. Man, that's a tough one because cookies.
There you go.
Yeah, he's a big sweet.
Yeah, 17 cookies. I'm good.
What's your favorite cookie?
Chocolate chip, just straight up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a pecan sandies guy myself. My mom calls me an old man. Too much.
That's such an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dunk that sucker in milk. It'll be all right.
You got any moon pies?
Yeah.
Pecan sandies?
You got any little Debbie oatmeal pies?
Whoopie pies?
Yeah.
No, that's I like ice cream. That's
Okay.
that's my good. Like I'll just eat like a pint of, I had a pint of beer and I'll have a pint of Ben and Jerry's or something. Fish food,
Yeah.
the best. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's the one for me.
Del Taco or Taco Bell for me. I probably regret it the next day. But,
Oh
you
nope,
know.
never mind. I
Actually,
changed mine. 3 Del Taco bean and cheese burritos.
Yeah,
That's the
bangers,
one.
yeah.
Yep.
Red or
back
green?
in the
Red
day.
sauce,
Okay.
man.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, Del Taco for sure was the night. 3 chicken soft tacos, French fries, and a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Or the real bad one. 3 bean and cheese burritos, a double. What was it? A double decker.
Yeah.
Or double Del.
Yeah.
And then a quesadilla with no green sauce.
Oh.
And a
That's
large
dream.
fry.
Yeah.
And then Diet Coke.
You're
So,
missing out.
you know what? I'm probably gonna go there tonight.
Actually, it sounds pretty.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, but Nick, Johnny, this has been super fun, man. I really appreciate you guys letting me come down and be able to sit over here and talk with you guys. And
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
your
dude.
guys' story.
Anytime, man. This,
We don't have to go, man. We,
oh no, I'm gonna stick around.
Yeah.
I'm sticking around. For a while.
this is a celebration, man.
Yeah.
So no, we appreciate it, man. This has been cool. We're super happy you reached out.
Yeah.
I'm super happy to be here. It's been an awesome year. Super happy you got to do this for our anniversary and be here with it. So
Yeah, when you asked, I was like, dude, we got to do anniversary weekend. That's cool.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I mean, it's
So
like-
appreciative and just can't thank you enough.
no, I'm grateful to you guys because I get to come here and have a couple beers with you guys and hear your story and just be able to hear what it took for you guys to get where you are now. And you guys are putting out banger after banger, and just honestly, just keep up the great work. And I'm a really honest dude, so I will tell you if I don't like something. But I've been drinking your guys' beer for a little while now, and I love it.
No, and that's awesome. And that's all we ask. Honesty.
Yeah.
Can't get better without it. So
Oh, yeah.
appreciate that.
Well, cheers, fellas, and make sure you come down to Upland. There's a lot of breweries around, but make sure you check out Pro-Five. It's on First and A.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Yeah, downtown.
I did 3-4 takes in the beginning.
Now say your name again.
Yeah. No, it's my main Mike or Jonathan. I don't know. Either
Peter
way.
Clavin.
Peter Clavin. So Sydney Clavin.
That's good.
Peter, it's Sydney.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol feet.
All right, and we'll end it with so I love you, man. I'm trying to think of another quote from that movie.
Ladies on the Minjay.
Ladies on the Minjay.
Love it. Thanks again, guys.
Well, thanks, man.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Catherine, and I've been here since opening day, so I've been here for a year. And my favorite would probably be the double IPA.
Hello, my name is Matt, and I've been here ever since we've opened up for about a year now. And my favorite beer on tap is the Hanma.
Hey, my name is Mandy. I've been at Pro-Five since we first opened a year ago. My favorite on tap is the hazy Notice to Comply, but the spicy pineapple seltzer and our micheladas are also one of my favorites.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, I was able to get a couple employees at the end too, so that was nice. I always like doing that when I have the chance. Like I said, just really great people. If you can get out there, go and support. Really nice guys, really cool looking brewery. They always have live music. They have food vendors there all the time. They do trivia. They do a bunch of different stuff, and it's all great. So you definitely got to get down there. And maybe you'll see me down there because I get down to Upland quite a bit to go visit my buddy. So I will definitely be going there all the time. They're just really, really great people, really great merch too. All right. Well, let's see. I got some upcoming episodes. So next week is the Tustin Brewing with Danny. After that, it would be the Brew Dude, West Virginia with Nick. And then the Beer Belly episode. That should be good. And then the Chris Williams episode. That was with Chris Williams is the competition director for WBC and GABF. So that was a fun one. I didn't want to keep them too long, so it was a shorter one, probably around like 30, 35 minutes. But I might throw something else at the end of the episode. But that was good. Also, the thank you episode will be after that. Maybe the LA Beer Fest, or I might combine the Chris Williams and LA Beer Fest, depending on how much recording I get done tomorrow. And then next week, I'm going to be recording at Last Name Brewing in Upland with Hannah. So I'm super excited. She's the head brewer there, so that should be fun. And then I think on the 29th or 30th, I'll be recording at Brewheim. So those would be the next, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, potential 8 episodes. So after that, I won't have to record for a while, but I'm going to take a couple weeks off and then get back on the grind. So yeah. All right. Well, I will let y'all go. All right, Tap Fam. Well, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Have a few brewskis. Remember, support local, drink local, do all that stuff. And if you're betting on in the NHL, or if you're betting on the NBA, take the over, baby. Cheers, Tap Fam.